Filling the Gap is looking to solve the housing gap that exists in the suburbs of Chicago. We have seen that there are people that are trying to rebuild their lives, and this is a problem that they run into because they can't afford to pay the housing costs, or their credit score is not where it needs to be able to have a typical rental. How we're filling the gap is not just giving them a safe and dignified place to live, but we spend time with our residents, getting them back on their feet with things like financial counseling. There could be spiritual counseling if they're looking for something like that. Physical goals that they might have, family goals, different things like that. Because in order to get back on their feet, to become a little more sufficient on their own, they're gonna need to know all of those different things, life skills. So we practice those too. Brooke's path to joining us was a little different than some of our other residents, but equally as needed. So she came to us from Journey Life Hub, and she was in a mentorship program there. And when we had an open spot, she was recommended to us. She was different than a lot of the other residents that we've had. She didn't have some of the same background things, but she definitely was in need of a second chance when it came to a place to do some healing and really learn who she was.
The circumstances that led me to filling the gap was I was constantly quitting jobs left and right. I couldn't hold a job longer than 3 to 4 months, and I was in a constant state of fear, exhaustion, defeated, unworthiness, and hopelessness. Every time I tried getting back up the ladder, I'd fall right back down into the pit over and over and over again. I did not see light at the end of my tunnel. I see no breakthrough in my peripheral. I was completely stuck in survival mode. When I first joined Filling the Gap, I felt lifted. I felt rescued. And actually, within the first couple of days of living here, the first thing that I noticed was I could hear my own thoughts and feel my own feelings, and that was big. That was huge. Filling the Gap has helped me reach my goals by keeping me on track and holding me accountable. Also, with monthly meetings, I was able to get everything that I was supposed to get done. And I was actually promoted to full-time at a job that I recently got. It took about 3 months for me to go into full-time. Plus my savings account. I've put a lot more money in there, so getting financially stable.
I am incredibly proud and honored to watch Brooke as she's growing through this program, because what I love the most about what she's doing is her attitude of gratitude, how as cheesy as that may sound. She has such a grateful attitude, and when people have that, they're able to really embrace things differently. And I think because of that, always working towards her next goal. When we sit down at the beginning of our program, we write goals together, and she takes them out and is constantly looking at, okay, this is what I said I wanted to do. So just watching her really commit to this program just really is inspiring.
I do 100% believe that Filling the Gap would be beneficial to somebody in a similar situation, because it helps you find who you really are, and it puts you on your own 2 feet. And they give you resources and advice to walk you through everything that you need help with. In my future, I'm looking forward to getting on my own and depending on only God. And now I see light. I see breakthroughs and transformation. I feel completely seen and heard, loved and supported.